Y'all, too many nonprofit executive directors and founders take being humble to the extreme. A lot of times when I sit down and work with these amazing people, these people that have founded nonprofits, I find myself selling their programs back to them. Now, do I think arrogance and unchecked ego are good? No. But I feel like nonprofit executive directors in general, founders in general, need a confidence boost. And I'm here today to tell you that you are a freaking big deal. Let's talk about it. Welcome to episode 1 of the Harvesting Results podcast, where I help you serve others by giving you the tools, resources, and advice so that you can nurture your roots and harvest the fruits of your unique cause. I am your host, Rebecca Britt, and we are here to talk today about confidence in executive directors and founders and really stepping into your big dealness. Now, before we get started, maybe you're somebody that hasn't started a nonprofit yet. You're thinking about starting a nonprofit. You've recently started a nonprofit. I want you to go over to catulo.com/startup, and I will link it in the show notes or link it below. And there you can get our free masterclass on the top 3 mistakes that nonprofit startups make. And even if you're already started, these will be helpful for you. Trust me, I made these mistakes, and so did a lot of the nonprofit founders that I work with. So I've boiled them down into a free masterclass for you. I want to deliver them so that hopefully you don't make those mistakes. Okay, those were the big 3 that were like, if I hadn't made those, my life would have been a lot easier. So head on over to catulo.com/startup and you can get your free masterclass. All right, so let's talk about big dealness. As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm wearing a shirt that says, "I'm a big deal." And I love this shirt, but I find that so many people, one, like kind of laugh when I wear it, and 2, would never wear it or feel comfortable wearing it themselves. And even when I'm in a room of a bunch of change makers like you. So let me break down a few reasons for you why you totally are a big deal, why you need to believe you're a big deal, and why you should feel completely comfortable wearing a shirt that says "I'm a big deal," or at least saying that out loud, okay? So first off, you are not just somebody that wants to do good in the world, right? That's a lot of people. A lot of people want to do good. You are somebody that has thought about that extensively. You have thought about a specific population you want to serve. You've thought about a program you could bring to them. You have thought about a problem that exists. You have developed a solution. You want to be part of that solution. You show up every single day to be part of that solution, to serve people. Okay, so like you're not just a volunteer, which trust me, and I'll let you know, volunteers are big deals too. But you're not just somebody that gives or a nice person in the community or somebody that has a good heart. You are somebody that has paved a way to serve a population, to be the answer for hurting people or animals or whatever your cause is. That's a big freaking deal. Like, you laid the groundwork so that after your life, hopefully, and way down the road, populations continue to get served by your beautiful brainchild. So you're a big deal. Pat yourself on the back for that. Now, this isn't just about patting you on the back. Another reason why you have to believe you're a big deal is, let me just ask you, do you think that the population you serve, do you think they're a big deal? Do you think that the individual people or survivors or children or animals that you serve, like, do you think that they have immense value and that they deserve to pat themselves on the back? They deserve to be heard. They deserve to be lifted up. They deserve to be cared for. Yeah, like that is the reason you started your nonprofit. You believe that the people and populations you serve are a big deal and that people should care as much as you do, right? Well, so I had a program that was for foster children, and I believed that those foster children were a big deal. I needed them to believe that they mattered. I also needed my volunteer mentors to believe that they mattered. And guess what they all needed? They all needed me to believe I mattered, that this work was important, that I was a big deal, and that would trickle down so that my mentors realized that they were a big deal and the kids realized that they were a big deal. You are not going to instill confidence in a population or make them believe that they can have a solution for their problem or that they can be change makers. You're not going to get people to join your cause if you do not come with the energy of being a big flippin' deal, okay? So we have to believe that we are big deals. If we want other people to think that they're big deals, then we need to exude that, okay? Now, my third point here is that this isn't about ego, okay? So sure, I'm sure you can think of some executive directors that certainly do not need to be wearing a shirt that says, I'm a big deal. And that, well, this is God's plan for me, or this is what I was called to do. So, I really don't feel comfortable saying that I'm a big deal because I really want to say, this is just what I'm called to do, and it's not about me, and it's about the kids, and I would rather wear a shirt that says they're a big deal or whatever. It's not about ego. It is about leading by example. This is about having leadership skills to say, I will show you what confidence looks like. I will show you what it is to step out and believe in something and to believe in yourself. People don't look up to people that aren't leading by the example that they want to be. But you can be this magnetic influence in people's lives if you are standing there with the confidence in this unwavering faith that the rest of the world will start believing in this population, giving to this population, caring about this cause, and backing it up, okay? So this big dealness, it's a mindset that the whole cause is a big deal, that it's a big deal that God called you to do this work. It's a big deal that you show up every day. You're doing big things. And if you need the community to move and you need people to come alongside of you, you are going to have to embody the big dealness that you are. Now, there are plenty of nonprofit executive directors that I work with that still are like, that's nice. I wish I had that confidence. And it's just not them to be that. And that's okay. That's okay. But I would ask you to work on it. I know this is silly, but get in front of the mirror and put your shoulders back. Say, I'm a big deal. Before you go pitch your program to someone, or before you have a conversation with a parent or with somebody that's coming in for your services or whatever, put your shoulders back and say, I'm a big deal and they're a big deal. I'm going to show them what it feels like to be part of something, to believe that you're a big deal. And if you think of this as a service that you're giving, you're exemplifying what is possible. If you're thinking of it as a service, then maybe that will help you feel a little less awkward that it's about you, okay? But none of this is about you. It's all about something that you've been entrusted with. People have given, they've come around you. If you have a board of directors, there's people that have come around you to say, yes, let's do this, and they believe you can do it. You have a community that has come around you. If you have any donors, any volunteers that has said, yes, I believe that we can do it, and it's all following your vision. And if you're serving clients or you're serving any population or you're raising awareness, there are people that are entrusting you with their message, with their cause, with their vulnerabilities, okay? And so that's all big deal stuff. All right, so that all adds to your big dealness. So ask yourself right now, ask yourself, would you wear a shirt that says I'm a big deal? Would you, during your volunteer trainings, want to instill in them that they're a big deal? Do you think if you could articulate for them that they're a big deal, do you think that that would help them feel a sense of belonging in your organization? Do you feel like they might come back because you believed in them? Do you feel like they would feel like they are part of something bigger than them, even though you're telling them that they're a big deal and you're making it about them? That feeling that they get once they realize what your whole intention is behind this big dealness, really it's this sense of responsibility to the cause. I think that that will develop huge belonging in your community. And your community needs that. That's the fire that's going to get them through and get you through when maybe donations don't come through, or maybe big things are happening for your clients, negative things, and they're having to make it through a season that's tough. Maybe volunteers are finding it hard to continue volunteering, but that sense of community, that sense of big dealness, that we're part of something bigger and that we all believe in each other, and it starts from leadership and trickles down to board members, leadership, the volunteers, the people you serve, community members catch this fire and it's magnetic. That energy is what pulls you through all of this time. And it will feed back to you, because when you start seeing your volunteers and the people you serve catching this fire of I'm a big dealness, then you feel so good that you're empowering people and making them believe that they matter. We don't need to be martyrs. We don't need to be like, oh, poor me, like it's not about me. I'll just give back to my community. It's no big deal, and I'll just overwork myself, and I'll take no recognition and no pay, right? That's what I hear from a lot of nonprofit executive directors is, I just want to do it for, okay, well, do it for your population. Do it for your cause. Be a big deal for them and bring the energy. So, would you wear a shirt that says I'm a big deal? I made these shirts for my Stable Moments program because I needed everybody to catch on. And I'll do hashtag you're a big deal to mentors. Anytime I'm reaching out to program directors at our different site locations, I always leave it with you're a big deal. Like you're doing big things. And you don't know how many times people will email me with what they think is a problem. Rebecca, I messed up. Rebecca, I don't think I'm doing this right. And I write back with how great they are doing. And I always end it with you're a big deal. And they're like, shoot, you know what? They write me back. They're like, thank you for that. You know what? You're a big deal. And then we just get this like, you're a big dealness volley going on. But everybody leaves feeling better. Not like, like they're grinding their gears and spinning their wheels. So you are such a big deal. I hope that I've inspired you to believe that. I hope you can just work on that confidence. If you're one of those people that just kind of always came at it with the mindset of like, I don't really know, like it's not about me, I don't want it to be about me, realize that it needs to be about you. If you're going to be in that founder CEO role, people are looking at you. People are looking to you. So you have to have the confidence that you want them to embody. Don't forget to claim your free access to the Nonprofit Startup Masterclass. That's at catulo.com/startup. Tell me in the comments if you are ready to claim your big dealness, and feel free to share this with anybody that you think could use it, your volunteers, anybody that works in your org, anyone that you think needs to claim their big dealness. Go ahead and share this. And also, I'll link it below, but you can join us in the Facebook group, Catulo Nonprofit Academy, so that we can have a conversation over there as well. All right, you guys are a big deal. Go out there, rock it out, and thank you for your service to this world.